think one of the things I talked about when I came home 4 years ago was honor and respect. Um, Really, the people around here sometimes takes for granted what goes on outside when they don't see it. And I think that's what we're going to talk about is a little bit about what people really sometimes miss in life. These guys gave up a lot uh, for the sacrifice of freedom. Um, it's duty honor, and they went and fulfilled their time. And of course, they all out of volunteerism joined the National Guard or the Army by themselves. And I think that speaks volumes for the volunteerism they do, and then the duty and honor they do when they went overseas. And it makes no difference whether it's overseas or in Evansville 4 or 5 years ago. We had the tornado, which I worked with some of those guys down there, or anything that happens here on the local level. We had the floods last year. Um, these ladies and gentlemen that represent us and actually work for us through the military our pride and joy. And I think that's one thing when we honor them that we need to know, we need to say that you are our pride and joy. You are our heroes. You volunteered to help us. And I think we forget about that sometimes when we're up and talk about economic woes. We kind of forget about the guys that are and the women that are out there protecting us. So though times are tough, we're celebrating a lot of freedoms here. And I don't think there's any place else in the world that I'd rather be. That's one thing about when I was in the mine workers, and we talked about we got to travel and look at areas even outside this country that weren't very conducive to human life. And even though as bad as it gets here sometimes, this is still a heck of a lot better than it is most places.
There you go. Can you talk a little bit about sharing the program with Linton native Holly Land, who's going to sing the national anthem, and that's quite an honor.
Of course,
also,
I'm very proud of Holly. I think she's a very nice young Christian woman who represents our community very well. I wish her the best in her career. A couple of years ago, maybe even 3 now, Holly called me and we helped her get back in the Phil Harris show. And I think, or Roy Clark show, I should say now. I still call it Phil Harris. I'm sorry, but I helped her get back in that show. And I said, I really appreciate a young lady from not only our home state who now lives in Tennessee, for our home community that does the things and comes back and gives back. I think that's nice. It's quite an honor to be there with her and the others.